When we first started this garden project, I felt the need to have a couple of spots of lawn because I've grown up mowing lawns. You know, Steph has grown up mowing lawns, and you're just supposed to maintain some sort of lawn space somewhere. About 3 years ago, we just came up with the idea of turning the back garden space that was lawn into a patio space that's surrounded by interesting plants and containers, and then the front garden space, we turned it into a path through the middle with a bench and, again, other interesting plants as well out there. But we still had this lawnmower, and we had this lifelong relationship with a lawnmower. And what do you do with a lawnmower when you don't have a lawn anymore? So we tried to include it in activities. We tried to have our morning coffee. We'd bring it out here on the new patio and enjoy our mornings with the lawnmower. Steph would use it for various reasons in the garden. She would, stand on it to do some pruning and spend time with it throughout the day. I tried to include it in some of my favorite activities. I included it in my skateboarding activities. For a little while, I tried to skateboard it, and that didn't go quite as well, but we did have fun doing it, got some laughs out of it for sure. Then we would try to take Griffey on walks with the lawnmower, but Griffey didn't like that so much. He was kind of concerned about us, really. And then one day, all this kind of changed. We were getting along fine, and I think I mentioned, or Steph mentioned, that we might sell the lawnmower to create a little more space in the shed. And from that moment on, things really changed. It got really dark around here. Every time I tried to enter the shed, something would fall on us. When we were filming in the garden, occasionally, it always felt like something was watching us, like something was peering out of corners. Anytime we were talking about plants, we could never really catch it. I never really could understand that feeling. And then one day, out of the blue, after we had left the lawnmower, we had not changed its oil or sharpened its blade or cranked it in a whole year. One day, a note shows up that says, "Dear Jim and Stephanie, I feel like I'm just in the way now. I thought I had a family that needed me and loved me, but that seems done now. I'm heading out to find a new family. I need to be needed. Love, your lawnmower." Weirdly though, since we received this note, I've continued to feel like maybe something is watching us here in the garden. I don't know, I can't confirm that for sure, but it does feel like at times, there are eyes on us. And I don't necessarily think the lawnmower has gone far. So obviously all of that is a joke about us spending time with our lawnmower, but it actually has been in our shed now for 3 years. And Steph's son, Miguel, has started a landscape company locally here in Raleigh, and he's gotten a couple uses out of it recently. So it has spent a little bit of time doing a little bit of work that it really wants to do. And it probably does need the oil changed and the blade sharpened at this point. Not having a lawn is not for everyone. If you have, I feel like for me, it's not that I'm against lawns in any way, shape, or form, and there's basically nothing on this channel about lawns. But I'm not against them in any way, shape, or form. I'm more lawn with a purpose. And so if you have young kids, if you want to play croquet, or you want, I've spent time on golf courses in my life. I love, being out in those open spaces. Lots and lots of reasons we would have turf. Wimbledon's going on right now. They're playing on grass. That there's definitely, there are times in your life that, it's necessary. But I do wonder, at my old house, I had just a small amount of lawn, and it was really because I had ditches. I was on a corner and I had some ditches, and it was just easier to have the turf in those ditches than it was trying to maintain plants in them and that kind of thing. But I would watch my neighbors come home and mow. The lots in my old neighborhood were acre plus lots for the most part, and watch people spend 4 hours even on a riding lawnmower mowing them. And I just always wondered, what is the purpose of it? That's the thing for me. That is it just something that you work on every weekend? Because you would think that the things that we've replaced the lawn with were more maintenance. They're definitely not. They're definitely not more maintenance than having the lawnmower. We're not edging. I don't need an edger anymore. I don't need the weed eater anymore. It retired several tools for us when it got retired. So again, this is not about getting rid of all lawn. It's just for us, we didn't need it. And when you have a monoculture like that, then all of a sudden, there's an entire, as you all know, there's an entire industry. You can probably see enough commercials over the course of a year from various companies trying to sell you fertilizers for your lawns, organic solutions to your lawns, all kinds of things related to selling you things to maintain a monoculture, that just doesn't exist anywhere in nature. You're not going to see a monoculture like that. And if we're mimicking nature in some way in our garden spaces, that monoculture is going to be difficult to maintain. So for me, when I was maintaining what I'm calling a lawn at my old house, was literally me mowing weeds. I would throw grass seed out maybe once a year, maybe some sort of warm season grass like zoysia or centipede or something like that that was appropriate for that area in the old house. And it was creeping here and there. But I would say that 50% of my lawn was what people would deem as weeds, and it was just mowed well and maintained in an appealing fashion. But I wasn't dumping chemicals on it, or chemistry on it, or fertilizers on it, or any of those kinds of things that other folks would to maintain one of those types of monocultures. Again, everybody, you do you. This is not the. I don't want to be the gatekeeper of gardening in any way, shape, or form, but I do think that what we've replaced, what was all lawn basically here, almost entirely a weedy mowed space, we've turned it into something that's far more beneficial for birds and mammals, and some of the mammals I'd rather not have in here, like the rabbits, but it's been beneficial to them for sure. And all kinds of overwintering insects and pollinators, and we have pollinator host plants out here so that caterpillars can live. They can have their entire life cycle out here in the garden, and this is far more enjoyable to me. The sounds that you hear in the background of our videos have been partially created by the removal of what was. It was wall-to-wall carpet, basically, and then we made it slightly smaller, and then we eliminated it entirely. So this is just a fun spin on our version of getting rid of our lawn and our new relationship with our lawnmower. Thank you for following the channel.